Hello, the uneducated businessman here, and last time I talked about micromanagement and why it doesn't work, and today I want to talk about what to do when it all goes wrong. And it will go wrong. There's going to be things happen during your career and your business that isn't going to go to plan, and you're going to upset people, and you're going to get on the wrong side of people, and you're going to lose trust, and you're going to have arguments, and people are going to walk out, and it's going to get messy, and you need to know how to deal with it when it goes wrong. And I've had things go wrong in the past. I remember once I sent an email out to the whole team that I thought was a wonderful email. I'd spent ages dictating it and typing it, and went into so much detail about where I thought they was going, what I thought they was doing wrong, what I thought they was doing right, where I saw things happening in the future. And me personally, I thought it was a wonderful email. I thought it nailed it. I just saw this brilliant piece of work going out that was going to inspire everyone and get everyone on board. And yes, they would have a little bit of negativity in there, but they would ultimately see a path, and they would see what they needed to do, and they would see how we can improve and change. They didn't. All they saw was the negativity, and it was probably the worst email I'd ever sent. And all of this effort I put in was just almost destroyed everything I'd worked for with trust, because every team member got together to discuss this email and come up with the same conclusion. I was putting them down. I wasn't happy. I thought they was doing a bad job, and that wasn't what I meant at all. It really wasn't. And I could see that the atmosphere within the office had just gone boom like this, and I kind of couldn't work it out what had happened, and I could sense the frustration, and I could sense the attitude towards me had changed. And it wasn't until I asked questions, because as I spoke about, you got to be interested in people. You got to take time to find out what's going on with people. And it wasn't until I asked questions it come out that they really wasn't happy with this email. Now, I could have got defensive. I could have dug my feet down, stamped my feet down, and got upset about it, because it was it took me a long time to do this email. I put a lot of effort into it, and I could have really resented the fact that I didn't see all the good stuff in there. They just see the negative, and I could have really been quite angry about that, because it was wasted time, wasted work. And I could have been angry with them that they didn't get what I was trying to say. But what's the point? The damage was done. I needed to rectify that damage, and this is what you have to do. When things go wrong, you need to rectify that damage, and you need to do it quickly. Now, in that scenario, when I spoke to them and I realised what was wrong, I just put my hands up and called myself an idiot. I'm so sorry. I can see where you're coming from here. I can see why you would think that. I'm such an idiot. I didn't mean that. This is what I meant. And so, interesting enough, that all they focused on then was me being an idiot. They didn't even remember what I talked about with regards to what I meant about the email. It was just Lee's an idiot, and everyone kind of laughed and got on with it, and I was the idiot of the week for a while. But it was okay. I didn't mind, because I put my hands up. I accepted responsibility, and this is the thing you have to do as a leader. Whether it's your fault or somebody else's fault, you have to accept responsibility. Now, that's not saying you have to accept responsibility that you messed up if you didn't. If you do, you definitely have to. You have to do it quickly, and you have to apologise. We're all human. We all make mistakes. You just put your hands up. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant, or I got that wrong, or I can see why that upset you. Let's work out how we can move forward, because I don't want that happening again. Explain to me what you was thinking behind that, because I don't want to make that mistake again, and learn from it and move forward. Obviously, if it's somebody else's fault, you still have to accept responsibility, because you are the leader. Ultimately, if you're leading and someone messes up, I say it's always the leader's responsibility. As a director of the company, I take full responsibility for everything that happens, even if I'm not there. If something happens and I'm not there, I'll still take responsibility for it, because it's my business. And then I'll work out what needs to be done to make sure we move forward. So I'll take responsibility. I'm the leader. Okay, I didn't help you well enough with that, maybe, or I didn't give you enough resources. I didn't have enough time for you. I maybe wasn't approachable enough that you could come to me with these problems. What happened? What went wrong? Where do you see that it went wrong? These are the questions I'm asking people. How can we make sure you, as my team member, my colleague, my employee, don't do this again? How can we make sure we move forward from here? So first thing you need to do when it goes wrong, find out what went wrong and put your hands up if it's you, or take responsibility. Yeah, try to approach it from, if you can, a kind of humorous point of view. Break that barrier, because people are going to be feeling pretty stressed. They're going to be feeling worried. They're going to be feeling anxious. You don't want that. You don't want them being anxious. You want them to be open to possibilities of change. You want them to be open to new ideas of working. You want to extract from them what went wrong, what they felt went wrong, so you can then put measures in place in the future, and you can all agree on something that you can move forward on. So if you can bring a bit of humour into it, it's always a good idea. I'm an idiot. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. I can see you're right. What a dipstick I am. Things like that, really lighten the mood, and you can have a little bit of a laugh. It's not the end of the world. A problem is just an opportunity that needs solving. It's very, very, very rarely the end of the world. If there's a problem, it's not final. You can correct it. You can do something. You can change it. You can go again, or you can bin it. So you're only going to get that if you own up and take responsibility. If you go in there and you start defending yourself, screaming and shouting, blaming people, putting people down, that's not leadership. That's not going to work for you. Take responsibility. If it's your fault, own up. If it's not your fault, again, still be responsible, because you are the leader, and work out a way forward that you can all move in, and that will work wonders for you. That's it for today. In the next episode, I'm going to be continuing with the leadership theme, and we're going to be talking about how we can plan and bring everything together again, and once it has gone wrong, how you can piece it all back and move on from there. Take care. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.